Children, today we are going to learn a new and interesting topic. Something very interesting in English. Can you see these three pictures? The first one, you have some children together. Okay, the second, you have the king. The third, you have the dress. Now, the children has got a name for them, and there are many children together. Okay, so that is called the group of children. Here we have all the children together, girls, boys, both mixed. Okay, so common name for them is a group of children. Then you have the king. Okay, a brave king. The king is very brave. So it tells you the quality of king. Brave, how he is, telling you the quality. Then you have the dress of silk, but it is made out of silk. So it is telling you of what it is made. So here we have got first one, we have got group of children. So group will be a collection of children. Okay, collection of children, group. So it is a collective noun. Then a brave, it is telling you the quality of the king. So it is the abstract noun. Okay, then you have the dress made out of silk. It is telling you of what the dress is made. So that is the material noun. So today in English grammar, we are going to learn about collective noun, abstract noun and material noun. Now what is collective noun? Collective noun stands for collection of persons, or it can be things, which is considered as one thing, one whole unit. It is called a collective noun. Now we will look at the examples in collective noun. Now here I have collected many flowers and I have made just one bouquet of many flowers. So when I am saying, I will say there is a bouquet of flowers on the table. So bouquet is a collective noun. That is a word given to collection of flowers. Now look at the next example. This is a flight of birds. The birds are flying. It is a collection of birds. So that collection of bird, the name is given. That is the flight. So flight is a collective noun. Now we move on to abstract noun. Now what is abstract noun? When a noun denotes name of something which we can neither see nor touch, but only think of. Okay, that is called an abstract noun. It tells you the qualities. You cannot touch them. You cannot see them. But when you are talking of something, you have to think of it. Okay, so it is telling you the qualities of people or qualities of things. Here, Ram is very active. Active is an abstract noun. It is telling you how Ram is, telling you the quality of Ram. The second one, Birbal is a wise man. So wise is an abstract noun. It is telling you the quality of Birbal. Then we move on to material noun. Now what is material noun? A noun which stands for matter or substance of which made is called material noun. Now whatever things are made, okay, the material that is used is called a material noun to prepare the thing. Let us look at the examples. This statue is made of clay. Now clay will be a material noun. The statue is made of something. It is made of clay. So clay will be a material noun. The second example, these curtains are made of silk. Okay, now here which will be the material noun? Silk. The curtains are made of something. Okay, so which material is used? Silk. So silk will be your material noun. Now let us do some exercise in collective, abstract and material noun. Fill in the blanks. A crowd gathered at the place of accident. Crowd, so it is a group of people. Okay, so that is a collective noun. Crowd will be a collective noun. The second one, health is more important than wealth. Now can you see health is underlined? So health will be an abstract noun. It is telling you some quality. Now you cannot touch the health nor can you see it, but you have to think health is more important than wealth. The third one, this is the most brilliant class in the school. Now class is underlined. Class is a collective noun. Now class means there are all children. It can be only boys, collection of boys, or it can be only girls, or it can be both girls and boys. So class is a common name given to children. So that class is a collective noun. Number 4, we use sugar and milk to prepare tea. Now to make tea, they are telling you which material is used. So which materials are used? Sugar and milk. So sugar and milk is a material noun. Then number 5, the judge pronounced a right judgment. Judgment again will be an abstract noun. It is telling you what the quality is there. Number 6, the sweater is made of wool. Okay, wool is a material used to make the sweater. So wool is underlined. Now number 7, the fox wanted the bunch of grapes. Now can you tell me, children, bunch will be what kind of noun? Bunch of grapes, a group of grapes together. Yes, bunch is a collective noun. Number 8, Mother Teresa was known for her kindness. Now here Mother Teresa's quality is told. Which quality is told? Kindness. So kindness will be your abstract noun. Number 9, I gave my class teacher a bouquet of flowers. Now bouquet is underlined. So what will be bouquet? Will it be a collective noun, abstract noun or material noun? Yes, it will be a collective noun because it is a bouquet of flowers. All flowers are put together. So now you will open your grammar book to page number 12 and you are going to do this activity in your textbook, grammar textbook, page number 12, lesson number 7. After writing those blanks, you are going to read these sentences 3 times. I will help you to read the sentences. So you will repeat the sentences after me. The first one, a crowd gathered at the place of the accident. Repeat, children. Number 2, health is more important than wealth. Repeat. Number 3, This is the most brilliant class in the school. Number 4. We use sugar and milk to prepare tea. Number 5. The judge pronounced a right judgment. Number 6. The sweater is made of wool. Number 7. The fox wanted the bunch of grapes. Number 8. Mother Teresa was known for her kindness. Number 9. I gave my class teacher a bouquet of flowers. Children, you are going to read the sentences again two times. That's all in English grammar for today. Thank you.